Hi, my name's Rob. I'm here with Paul from Microsoft to talk about Windows Phone.
Hi. Thanks for joining us for a Windows Phone discussion here. It's great to be here. We're at WPC where we just had a keynote about Windows Phone 8, which will be coming out later. We haven't disclosed exactly when yet, but hopefully sooner rather than later. And it's exciting for us as Microsoft employees and for our customers, because there's a lot of really good things coming out with Windows Phone that a lot of people probably don't even realize, right? So I have a Nokia Lumia 900 right here, for example, and it's a very distinct look, right? So if you've never seen Windows Phone before, you'll notice, however, that it's actually very different than our competitors. And that's not because we only wanted to be different. We actually feel that this is a good way to express information to users so that they can actually make decisions on the information that they need to know. You may have heard of Windows Phone being called the Glance and Go platform. That is not just a marketing term, it's actually something we try to live to. So a good example of this, I'm going to show you a quick app here. Hopefully you can see it. So you may notice here there's something called a live tile. And this app here on red that I'm pointing to is called Weather Flow. And it actually provides a lot of information for you all on the tile. So you don't necessarily even have to get into the application to check. So you can see here in Toronto, it says that the temperature was about the same as yesterday, and I don't need an umbrella. And then it provides the temperature in Celsius, because of course I'm a Canadian, and it's mostly cloudy. So all of a sudden, without even having to get into the app, I know from the live tile through the great information that's there, that I don't even have to do anything compared to yesterday. I didn't need to pick up an umbrella today. I didn't even have to get in the app to check the temperature. All the tiles that we have on Windows Phone 7 today, or 7.5 is what I have, you'll notice that there's the square tile and then the rectangle tile. Those are still available on Windows Phone 8. What we've actually included is a new size tile, which is basically a quarter size tile to the square tile that you see here. The reason why that's important is it actually allows you to customize even more what your start screen looks like. So if you don't, for example, Internet Explorer, I don't really need a big tile for it because it's not providing me with a lot of information. So I can make that into a really small tile. It takes less screen real estate, so I can actually bring new tiles to my screen and not have to scroll through them a lot. So this is a great way to sort of make the phone your own. And one of the things that we did in the WPC keynote this morning is show that the phone is really meant to be a very personal device. And more than any other piece of technology today, your phone is the one that you probably are most connected to, right? It's the one that you carry everywhere. It's the last thing you see at night sometimes, before you go to bed and everything, and the first thing you see in the morning sometimes. It really is a piece of what you are. And as a result of that, we try to make it possible for you to create an experience on the phone that really reflects who you are and allows you to be productive and delighted. So that's really what this is all about. With the new version of Windows Phone, Phone 8 as we're calling it, there's a lot of goodness that is being brought to the enterprise side, such as full device encryption. So this is an area that BlackBerry is very good at. We're in their space now with that. So that's very interesting to, for example, banks and other types of companies that feel that information security is really important. We've also provided something called work hubs. And work hubs are really interesting because they themselves are apps that are launchpads for other apps. And the reason why that is important is because you can actually create a set of applications that are line of business applications specifically for your employees, not have them on the public marketplace or even a private marketplace. They're side-loaded through system management such as System Center and things of that nature, and it allows you to actually get line of business applications to your employees in a safe and secure manner so that they can actually get the work done that they need to get done on their phone while they're on the road, or hopefully not driving, of course, but whether in the airport or whatever that they are, so that they're always connected, so that they always have access to their information should they want it. So we just hit the 100,000 mark in early June, and we're growing at a clip of I don't know exactly amount, but it's a significant amount. It's increasing, especially now that we've announced Windows Phone 8. There's a lot of interest in actually building more apps. And the great thing is if you built an app for Windows Phone 7.5, it automatically will work with Windows Phone 8. So there's backwards compatibility there. And that was really important for us because the last thing we wanted to do is have our developers have to rework their entire intellectual property so that it just fits into a new platform. So they don't have to do anything for their 7.5 app to work on 7.8 or to work on 8.0. Microsoft Office for Windows Phone is Office 2010, which is fantastic, right? Because if you're trying to do things from a productivity standpoint, the tools are already there and it's actually very familiar to you. So Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel are full-fledged apps for those two Office things. So I can actually go into Excel, for example, and as you can see, there's a spreadsheet. And I can zoom in, zoom out, whatever you want to do. And it also gives you the ability to do, for example, some auto columns and apply filters and everything, so that you can actually, and you can edit it as well. So you can, if you're on the fly and you need to change something, you can actually do that, and that's true of Word as well. PowerPoint, you can view PowerPoint decks and everything and take a look at them and provide feedback. OneNote, which is a great note-taking application, they're all there. The good thing is, though, is that they're not sort of atomic or standalone. They are very integrated into the cloud. So we provide access to sync these apps to SkyDrive, for example, which is our cloud sharing service, or Office 365. So if you use Office 365, you can automatically synchronize those apps to the cloud that your business might use in the cloud.
And it's all encrypted and everything?
It's all there, yeah. And the other thing is we have SharePoint synchronization too. So if you're not on Office 365, you have an on-premise version of SharePoint, you can actually synchronize those applications, or those documents I should say, to your SharePoint lists and SharePoint content stores as well.
All right, well, thank you very much, Paul.
You're very welcome. I'm glad you were able to tune in to look at this.
Perfect. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.